Happy Halloween, everyone. Welcome back to Cracktoon. Today, we will have a matchup between two um spooky looking characters, the Lich and Baraggan. They're both undead skeleton men that can, well, kill everyone and to just deteriorate everything about them. So that's pretty cool. I feel like that's a pretty good matchup. So let's do it. When it comes to the Lich, the scaling, it's pretty weird. Just in general, Adventure Time, it's pretty weird. But if I would have to say something, I would say that's very consistently. There's some feats that are like in statements that are very consistent with like the strongest, or not to say the strongest, but like the upper tiers in Adventure Time. So first, Lich's abilities are basically kind of similar to Baraggan's, but he can also do other things, like he can control the dead, he can zombify people, he controls radiation, he can create illusions and read minds or control minds or all that kind of stuff. And he is undead, which means that he will never actually die. And actually, the only weakness he has it's life or like love or whatever, which I doubt Baraggan will like use against him or would even know, obviously. But when it comes to like strength, I already made a video on the Lich where I explained that he is universe level because there are characters that are stated to be able to destroy the universe, or they're a danger to the universe or reality, and Finn fights them, and Finn is arguably even weaker than the Lich, or at least on par with him. And there's the fact that the Lich literally lived through the Big Bang, as well as Orgalorg, and remember, Fern defeated Orgalorg, and Finn defeated the Lich, and then Finn fought Fern. So it's literally consistent that all those characters are that strong. And if you want, in a comic, we can literally see Jake the dog living through the Big Bang and survived it. So yeah, and obviously, for example, the Vampire King, it's stated that he can like mess up the reality or the universe as a whole, and then Marceline is worried that Finn the human might actually just kill him. And there's also that Finn can he can damage Kolb, who is a multiversal level being, and in one comic he has literally destroyed a sword that is as strong as time itself. And yeah, I'm pretty confident to say that Orgalorg, Finn, Fern, most Adventure Time main characters that can fight, and the Lich by default are universal. Baraggan is actually very easy to scale, but his power fluctuates depending on how you want to scale him. For example, I'm pretty sure Ukiura states that Baraggan is stronger than him, and obviously Baraggan is above Ukiura in rank, excluding the second release of Ukiura for sure. And we know that Ukiura or any other high class espada like between 4 and 1 are able to destroy Las Noches just by, activating their resurrection or shooting ceros or things like that, right? And that place, Las Noches, is calculated to be the size of a large island or even a country, or at least to destroy it, it would necessitate country level to even island level to even country level amounts of force. So that's kind of the bare minimum we're dealing with. And then there's some like weird, I guess, multi-continental scaling. Like if you want to say that actually the resurrection are like way stronger than like country, like a bunch of times, and then you say, well, that's kind of continental or something. And there's some arguments for some Bleach characters at that time or at that level as Baraggan to be like planet level maybe with the spiritual pressure or all that kind of stuff. Um, and that's about it. His scaling. I guess I can take the games as well. At least Brave Souls, because I don't know others. Because I just saw his cutscene thing where he does his move, and it basically, I'm pretty sure it destroys or it starts disintegrating the moon. So you can say he's like moon level, which is actually interesting because there's one statement where he says that, you know, moons and planets and anything, even a star, is nothing to his power, and he would be able to disintegrate them. And in the game, we actually saw him do it. So maybe he's like star level at best if you want to put him at like a higher ranking that I guess you he should normally do. Maybe his ability, which is basically disintegrating things, making things age, kind of like clockwork from Ben 10. Maybe you can argue his ability just works at a star level scale, whereas his normal AP and durability are just like, you know, maybe country level, maybe like somewhere around continental or moon level, but like his ability is so strong that he can just, you know, disintegrate a star or something. Only thing that I haven't talked about is speed, which in Bleach is pretty controversial. A lot of people think that characters like Baraggan or like Soul Society or even Wakemundo or Kurakura Town arc Ichigo are like between 10 times to like 100 times, maybe even 200 times the speed of light, while other people think they're just like barely light speed or close to light speed or whatever. And on this issue, the problem is that none of them matter really. The Lich, it's actually way faster than that. The Lich is a primordial monster, which means that he was able to move and exist before time and distance was a thing. And for people who don't understand, time and distance equals speed.
Before there was time, before there was anything, there was nothing. And before there was nothing, there were monsters.
So he's literally, it doesn't matter how fast Baraggan would be because he's not faster than speed itself as someone like the Lich would be. And before you say anything, people like Orgalorg, Hansen, Abagir have also been able to do the same thing because they are primordial monsters. So it's Golb, which Finn was able to actually fight. And actually Finn and Marceline and Jake were able to move in a place without space and time in one comic, which is canon by the way. So when it comes to speed, there's no question about it. The Lich is way faster than Baraggan. So while you can say that Baraggan can maybe disintegrate stars and move faster than light by even hundreds of times, the Lich is still faster and stronger than that. And on top of that, Baraggan has shown to be able to be hit by his own power, which means he doesn't have immunity to it. So Lich's powers would work on him. On top of the fact that the Lich has other mind hacks and other abilities that Baraggan doesn't have. And Baraggan's abilities are probably not going to work on the Lich because he has shown to only be weak to compassion, love, and life, which Baraggan doesn't really use in fights. So, as much as some Bleach fans might get mad, Baraggan would literally get beaten by the Lich, and he would die the same way he dies by being disintegrated, because he literally got disintegrated and died from his own power, which the Lich would just use something similar. So, yeah. The winner is obviously the Lich.
While the mortal world doubts and questions, I know exactly what I am. I am the ceaseless wheel, the last scholar of Golb. I am your doom. Fall. You are alone, child. I will command a great and terrible army. And we will sail to 1,000,000,000 worlds. We will sail until every light has been extinguished. You are strong, child. But I am beyond strength. I am the end. And I have come for you.